What is going on, everyone? Hope all of you are doing well, and welcome back to another movie review. And this time around, I'm going to be finishing off and continuing and finishing off the four Batman movies that I grew up with. And, you know, they always say save the best for last. Well, we're going to save the worst for last. Because I'm going to be reviewing Batman and Robin. So, Batman and Robin is I guess you can say it's a sequel to Batman Forever, but at the same time, I feel like it's in its own world, it's its own film, but has some nods to the previous film. Now, the only actors returning for this sequel is Chris O'Donnell, who reprises the role of Dick Grayson, aka Robin. Michael Golf returns as Alfred, and the actor who plays Commissioner Gordon also returns. This film is downright cheesy. I will say that, but we also have Alicia Silverstone, Uma Thurman, and Arnold Schwarzenegger who are coming in. Arnold plays Mr. Freeze. Uma Thurman plays Poison Ivy. We also have the introduction to Bane. Alicia Silverstone plays Batgirl. And the actor who plays Lex Luthor's father in Smallville is in this for just a very small little role. The plot in this I feel like it's all over the place, but basically, Mr. Freeze is trying to, I guess, find a cure for his wife who ends up having this disease, and then he starts working a partnership with Bane and Poison Ivy. And then one thing leads to another. You got Alfred, who's dying. He has the early stages of the same disease that Mr. Freeze's wife had. And then, Alicia Silverstone plays Barbara. She's supposed to be Barbara Gordon in the comics, but they made a different change in this film and basically made her just Barbara. You don't really get it or I believe it's Pennyworth. I would at least think, I know her last name would be different, but I do believe that I don't know. No, actually, they don't say what her last name is. It's just Barbara, but she is the niece to Alfred. That's one of the changes they made. She eventually becomes Batgirl by the end of the video, and if you're a fan of the comics, you know it's actually Barbara Gordon who becomes Batgirl. I do like that they name drop Batwoman in one of the scenes, but man, some of the dialogue in this is terrible. I don't know who wrote the script for this, but there's scenes like chicks dig the car, that type of type of thing, and then there's just other different little like weird dialogue and quotes. I will say this: when you watch this movie, don't have the expectations of a good Batman film because it's terrible. But have the expectations as if you were watching the 1966 Batman series and a little bit of Batman the Animated Series, because that's exactly what I got watching this. And surprisingly, it made the film a little bit more entertaining and had me laughing a few times. The bat nipples are terrible. Why we get a close shot of bat ass? I mean, don't get me wrong, the Alicia Silverstone scene where her putting on the suit is a lot better than the Clooney and the O'Donnell scenes, but yeah, Uma Thurman, her lines are pretty terrible. Arnold has these terrible puns, but I was getting more of that 1966 Batman vibe than I was any of the other three films. So I'm wondering if that is the intention they went with, that was supposed to be more of a nod to the 60s series, because that's exactly what it felt like. Some of the dialogue, like when Robin goes, chicks dig the car, or he made some other scene, he makes some weird line, and I'm like, that's something Robin from the 60s series would say. And that's exactly kind of the feeling I was getting. So if you ever go to revisit this film, watch it with that same vibe, and I actually think you'll be more entertained. I feel like this is a, the more I keep thinking about it, I feel like this is a basically a updated version of the 60 series in some shape or form, a modern day version of it. That is kind of the feel I'm getting, especially when you look at the car, you look at, you know, just the cheesiness of it. I think that's the vibe they were going with. um, I mean, that's just my opinion, though. Everybody's opinion could be different, but yeah, it's not the greatest out of all of them. There are tons of features, but yeah, it kind of makes me start thinking that, you know, that that it was intended to be a modern day version of the 60 series with a little bit of Batman the Animated Series kind of inside of it a little bit. But that's my review for the films. And if you guys want to check out a lot of my movie reviews, not just the Batman films, then at the end of this video, the playlist of all the movie reviews I have done, you guys click that playlist and you will watch all the reviews I've done for the channel. Also, the subscribe icon will show up, so subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps me out. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I do movie related content, you know, collection updates, movie reviews like this. I do wrestling related videos as well. So if that's something you're into, then hit that subscribe button. And until next time, guys, thank you so much for the support. We are 5 subscribers away from hitting my goal. And with that being said, until next time, take care, and I will see you in a future video. Peace.